Welcome to ClickMyProject.com. Now we can going to discuss about the product bidirectional grid connector single power converter with low input battery voltage. Now we can going to discuss about the product bidirectional grid connector single power converter with low input battery voltage. In the conversion of two-stage bidirectional converter, it consists of bidirectional converter, DC to DC converter, bidirectional DC to AC converter. In this case, both stages corresponds to power conversion stage becomes each stage is operated by high frequency switching. The bidirectional DC to DC converter performs power conversion between a low power voltage and a high DC link voltage. The bidirectional DC to AC converter is required to interface the high DC link voltage with grid voltage. However, two-stage converter involve bulky DC link capacitor and high switching losses and several semiconductor devices and the gate drive circuits. Additionally, the efficiency of two-stage converter corresponds to multiplication of efficiency at each stages. Thus, it ordered to achieve high overall frequency. Furthermore, two separate controllers are required for each stage. Thus, conventional two-stage bidirectional converter involves the circuit complexity and high cost and high power conversion efficiency. Now flow diagram of our project. Battery is the one of the storage device and discharges the energy. The battery output is fully DC. Next, you can see the bidirectional DC to AC converter. The bidirectional AC to DC to AC converter is a grid interface connected between applied in energy control center in order to interface the DC variables such as battery, energy storage system and the conventional utility grid. Such power electronics solutions are guarantees bidirectional flow between DC and AC converter and independent control in both sides. High level of integrations, implementation of two functions using unique power conversion stage. Next, we can see about the transformer. Transformer is an step up and step down functions of our even input and output waveforms. Next, we can see of the unfolding bridge. Unfolding bridge converter with approximately sinusoidal input currents and bidirectional power flow can realized by coupling a pulse with modulations and rectify the PWM inverter to DC link. The subcategory of power electronics in AC to AC conversions, converting the AC waveform with another AC waveform. It allows the control voltage and frequency and also phase of waveform applied to the load of supply waveform. There is number of power electronics switches such as SCR, BJT, MOSFET and IGBT. But reason of using MOSFET in our circuit, most significant advantage of MOSFET does not need current on the control pin but require more voltage. Next, we can see about the AC grid. The electrical grid in an interconnected network with deliver the electricity from generation to consumers. It consists of generating station that produce electrical power, high voltage transmission lines that carries the power of business source to demand center and distribution lines to connect the individual consumers. Next, we can see about the single power conversion control. It is necessary for proposed converter to perform the bidirectional power flow control and satisfy the utility interface standard. It will only single power processing stage and the unfold grid current and the input output represent the power flow of directions and transfers the power line, and it also includes power quality on the grid side. Next, we see about the running procedure of our product. The proposed system implementation done in MATLAB version 2013A. First, open the MATLAB file window and create a new model file. After creating the arrangement elements as per the circuit diagram, After arranging the elements, the output waveform will be corresponding to the scopes is connected from the circuit diagram. This is a battery output. This is a state of charge. This is charge is decreasing in mode. Next is an voltage. Battery output, it will low, too low, it will goes to 0, and also its current also and voltage also. Next we see about the grid voltage and grid current. It is a pure sinusoidal wave. Next see about the battery charge. The battery output is fully controls to 0, and it is automatically grid is open and the battery charges. Next you see about the transformer primary and secondary side of the windings. It's an transformer output.